Hi, it's DerpyMoose99 here. This is episode lucky 13 of No More Forest Nodes, and I think this is going to be the last episode. Unless I get really excited by apple jam. Although apple honey jam sounds pretty good. So let's actually do a little bit of a stat check here where we're at. Over 2,000 people. Education is 100%. Health is really good. Food graph is still not great, but it's not great at a very high level. Okay, sorry I'm burping here. Logs are good, stone is good, iron is not good, tools aren't really particularly great either. Coats are rebounding. The luxuries I think are all pipe tobacco, which we're exporting. Actually things are looking not bad, except I'm not super excited by the food graph. Certainly happy by about the food stock, so as long as we don't let that dip into the strong negatives, we should be okay. Just have a quick look through here, see if we have anything goofy going on. That's probably fine. Health is fine, that's fine. Doing clay and sand now, so let's make sure that one's okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Now, one thing that did occur to me is I don't know exactly what animals we have here. I'm getting the different series confused. So that's llama and goat. Those are red Friesen. Those are beef cow. And those are sheepy sheep. And those are longhorn cow. And those are regular Friesen. Okay. And we have 2 pastures there. No, I thought we had, oh yeah, leghorn chickens here. So feathers, chicken, fertilizer, eggs, okay. And we are pickling eggs, I think, so we're okay there. And there's another expansion area over here. That actually wouldn't be terrible as well. And we can build some farms here. This is what I was thinking. So why don't we do that quickly? I know I could look in the town hall. It was more fun going around squinting at the map, pretending I could read. It's funny, I've got glasses that I use for reading and for driving, but they just don't work for me on the computer. So I just sit here and squint, pretend I'm younger. Okay, that's not super, but I'm gonna live with that. Okay. So crops there. I'm gonna continue with the crop and orchard. I think 2 spare pastures is enough for now. So let's okay, should be here. Okay, and then an orchard here. Yeah, that's a good idea. I tried the graduated lenses that in essence are sort of like modern trifocals, but I don't know whether I got a cheap pair or they're just not working for me anyways. I mean, they work good for reading, they work good for driving, but they're not good for computer for some reason. Alright, I'm gonna clear all this dump out here. I'm seriously thinking if we're gonna play this longer, I would take a couple bridges over there and do some building over there. But I'm not really too addicted to this map, so now let's see where we get to here. Stuff is building. Oh yeah, some sugar production has come up here. Okay, these go from sugar cane, sugar beet. Or maple syrup. Oh, okay. Sugarcane is what we have. That's part of it. There's also how much you spend. So there's like 3 focal points in each lens. If you spend more money, then those focal points get bigger. And there's like gaps of weirdness. It's the only way I can describe it in between the focal points. And I don't think I spent enough money, but they're expensive, so I think we're going to count that as an experiment and just go right to trifocals, I think. Or win the lottery or something. That lottery you guys have that's over $1 billion, that's amazing to me. I was totally blind without glasses until about 20 years ago. I had laser surgery, and that worked really well for about 18 years, but it's starting to, eyes are starting to fade a bit again. Oh, here we go. Got a trader here. And we were looking for plum and strawberry, and we have none of those things. Cool, okay. So why don't we go every visit, and let's see. Plum is there. And strawberry should be down here, okay. So let's do that, and hopefully we can catch those. Let's put some more trading goods in here. I think we can put like a whole bunch of tobacco, and hopefully they take that. So we have 7,500 tobacco in stock. And we have coats as well. And we have rugs as well. I usually don't special order seeds unless we really need them, but I don't have the patience to wait, so let's just beef all that up. Yeah, I'm sure you have the winning ticket for sure. Yeah, the laser surgery was interesting. I won't describe it because it's kind of it was painless and everything, but seeing somebody do what they did didn't make me super happy. Alright, now that school, we were building another school somewhere too. Let's go over here. Should probably track that one. Now we don't have a lot of lumber going on here. And I think we're using these guys, aren't we? So let's maybe put another couple of those in. Okay, no, that makes me sad. We're off by 1 there. Oh yeah, and this is like, I don't understand how that actually went in that guy there. Well, why don't we put him around the boarding house here. Not often there's somebody in the boarding house, so it's not like we're destroying property values or anything there. And probably what we should put in, we can fit it somewhere around here. We'll do construction storage now, nomads. Sorry guys, I've got a no nomad policy for the rest of this game here. Okay, and we've got somebody in the farm trader. Oh, there's strawberries. Cool. Well, let's buy those, and then let's look and see what else we might want out of that stock there. Now, there were things we were buying to make up for our seeds from those fields over there, but I think we had most of it. Squash and cabbage, though. Squash there. Yeah, so let's get the cabbage. And I don't actually think that we have any kind of nuts or anything. So can we get the almond too? Alright, so let's get that and hope it backfills. So we've got strawberry, I think is what we said, right? So let's scroll slowly over here. Now we can make this guy strawberry. And we'll probably put 2 people in there. And we can make this one strawberry. And this is probably 2 people. 1.5, that's good enough. Okay, so you guys are kind of 2 for plum. We don't have disaster zone. I could do all of those for plum, so let's leave that. Okay. And this one, what do we want here? I think we're doing blueberry jam, so let's do some more blueberries here. Okay, that'll help with the jam. I love blueberry pie too, that's good. Now, do we want another row of farms? I think maybe we do here. So let's get a road down. I'll figure something else down here. Alright, let's take this over. That over. Alright, so let's do crop field. Okay, and then orchard here. Okay, and yeah, whatever, this was 10 by 15, I think. Not super happy with the way I'm laying all this stuff out, but I'm gonna tell myself not to worry about it. Alright, so something went wrong there. But I tell you what, let's just clear it off and then have a look. Alright, so what else do we got here? Okay, that's all our sugar stuff, so we should be making sugar now. Now these guys are all honey. That's the pickled eggs here. Okay, so we were gonna do... I think we're gonna do apple with this one. and this is a preservist, so let's put a couple more of those in. Okay, and let's road those up here. How's this storage doing? Oh my god. Well then. Okay, I think we're gonna have to run on 5 here. It's getting pretty sluggish, so let's do that. And do we ever check our docks here? Okay. Now, the idea was to get a bunch of breeds going. I think we're successful in that here. So I'm gonna guess that's around 16 or so. Okay, and let's just build a couple more of these stock workshops are pretty flexible, so let's build. Wow, that's almost like I planned that. Okay, now I want to get rid of this stair here. Okay, and let's get some more houses going too. So let's take a minute and blast a bunch of housing in. Oh my. Well, I hope you stay safe. Do you have a good safe place to go? Like a basement or something? Well, they're built fairly strong, so I guess there's always the parking garage or something. I don't have any experience at all with tornadoes. They scare the crap out of me. Let's see here. I think I want some cross pieces here. Yeah, hurricanes are pretty scary too. Something about tornadoes though are just kind of evil. We're not really gonna get a good landfall there, are we? Okay, let's let that build. And I think I want to get some rice going now. We're down to 863,000 food, so it's a bit alarming. Okay, if I was going to be a rice farm, I would be right about there. Alrighty, I'm thinking that storage should go right here. In Vancouver here, we get the occasional major windstorm. We don't get rated as hurricanes, but we get, like, drop all the trees and stuff. Heavy rain. And, of course, the big threat here is the earthquake. We're kind of like California that way. Alright, let's see here. Okay, those are our lumber dudes here. So we got 2 of those guys going, 3 of them going. Okay, that'll catch us up a bit on the construction here. Okay, let's do that. And what else do we have here? We really should have more housing down here, shouldn't we? This is not really a super duper setup, so let's kind of fix that while we're here. Or at least go part way towards fixing it here. I think what I want to do, or I think probably what we started doing, is building the and then we probably want, I think that looked like a 1. Okay, let's see if that works out, and then we'll add some more. Okay, bison. I don't believe we actually have bison. I thought we did, but excuse me. So let's get the bison. I mean, I guess I should get the chicken too. How many pastures do we have? Well, I got the leghorns. I might as well get the chickens. I can put up with it. Let's get the bison though first. So, let's see. Our survival coats will get us how much here? 1,500. So that's going to be 1, 2, and 2, 5. Okay, so that's a bison. Okay. And how many chickens can we get here? That's about 2,800. So if we went, I don't know, 7 chickens, 700 firewood. Okay, we have chickens. Okay, I'm sacrificing, I'm getting the devil chickens just so we can have a little bit more feathers here. Alright, now we have some more stuff built here. Alright, that was our waiting for our plums there, I think. But that's a crop field, or pumpkin there, strawberry there. Yeah, let's make this guy strawberry too. Okay, and these all three of those will be plum. And we could probably put a stockpile in here. Okay, and put all this across here. Now, let's take this out like usual. But we can put, We had I was working on the 26th floor of an office tower, and there was a 7-point-something quake, but it was down in Oregon, but we still felt it. And the tower was going back and forth, and the Venetian blinds were banging on the windows and stuff. It was a fairly small quake, but it scared the crap out of me. So I can't imagine what a big one's like. I don't think that'd be too pleasant. Alright, let's see here. Nope. No. I don't think we checked all our clay up here. Yeah, okay. So you haven't built yet, and you guys should be doing pottery, right? Okay. And you guys are on the amphora. Okay. Coal and clay. Two there. Two there. And one in each of these. Okay, that should be 6. Good to go. Okay, and our herbalist. Okay, cool. Now, how are these guys doing here? Yeah, they're still... Monks are still churning out the ale here. Cool. Okay, I think I want even more farms here just because of our food problem. But we're gonna need houses too. So I think that needs to be like that. I also think I want to clear this on this stuff. Okay, so we'll let that rip. Those fields are building. We should probably put our storage in too. Oh yeah, this is where I've got either a road or a field wrong. I think I might be in a suck it up buttercup kind of thing here. No, you know what? Let's not build any of that. And let's clear this out and see where we're at. Alright, let's let that go. Okay, there's our last potter. Not many choices on recipe there, so let's go for that one. Okay, industry supplier, we don't care. We do care about our iron though. Oh, these workshops here. Well, I think we've only got 2 workshops doing survival codes. Let's put 2 workshops on survival codes here. Bump them up to 2 people. And I think everybody else here can be fire bundles. Just kind of as a default, and we'll adjust them depending on our requirements here. Alright, so that should give us a few more survival codes. Okay, this was going to be our rice implementation, right? So let's get all our rice farms in. Hopefully this works out. It's not gonna though. Dang. I probably should offset that a bit on this side, but... Okay, I'll live with it. Okay, and I want storage here as well, I think. And there's going to be storage at each end, which I'm fine with. And these are fire bundles here. Okay, let's pin those last two and then we can go away. Not the greatest road system I've ever seen here. Should probably do some power leveling there, but I'll live with it. Okay, and you are fire bundles, okay. Now, do we want some more seafood over here? I have a feeling that housing is our issue here. Okay. So what I think we need to do over here in this tool set here. Okay. So I think we go market right there. And then we'll do housing and schools and stuff. You know, I'm thinking just for the sake of organization here, these are where we got the survival coats here, so I'll change these two into survival coats here. And that'll make me feel better. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna have to level this out a bit here. Okay, and we have bridges across, we don't have to worry about that. And we probably should pop this one over here too. Something like that. I guess I should be checking those boats a bit better too. Okay, no need to. Okay, we have a rice farm. This is cool. These chicken breeders could use a bit of a bridge too. So where do we find those other banana sheds here? Let's see if they're the same ones. Okay, let's put 3 of those in. Yeah, they look the same to me too. So the other ones were way over in I think it was the kid toolbar here. So food processing is not where I would have expected to find them, but that's still cool. Make ketchup, maple, campfire roasting nuts, garden work blades. Oh, candy store. I think we gotta put one of those in. Why don't we put one of those here? Oh, it's probably a happiness building, isn't it? Yeah, let's just put it in and see what it does. Yeah, definitely. So we got pickled eggs going on. Apple jam, which big thumbs up there. Strawberry is what we're gonna make too. And what else do we have here? We have, oh, we don't have spirits though. Well, why don't we do potted duck meat? Okay, and did I over-assign? Not a fan of apples. But you're American. Apple pie, isn't that the number one? Apple pie is not a favorite of mine, but applesauce, I like pork chops and applesauce. That's a yummy one. Alright, bunch of gaps here. Yeah, we've got an area here, a valley, it's about 4-hour drive away, called the Okanagan. And there's apples and cherry orchards there, and good memories as a kid. Picking fresh fruit and eating all of it. Yeah, let's throw a road across there too. Oh yeah, well, there's probably something to that, you know? Okay. Okay. Now, why do we need 2 school teachers? Must have built something else here. That was probably where the clay was, right? No, it's got 3 students already. What? Don't you have enough of? You don't have enough clay. What the heck are these guys doing here? Oh, sand. Don't have. Clay, 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 clay. Okay. Let's put a couple more of the shore houses in then. This area looks a little bit easier to put in. Yeah, so we'll put in 3 more of those. And clear the area out, some roads and stockpiles and stuff. And oops. I think I might have accidentally... Oh, no, it's okay. I thought I caught part of this orchard by mistake there. Okay, we're still waiting for plum seeds. What have you got here? This one here. Perigina? Yeah. Not sure what that one is at all. Strawberry we already got. I wonder if we should get maple and do some maple syrup. That'd be fun. Pineapple. Yeah, we don't have much trading goods in there. We probably need to save it, so let's just let that go. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. From Cuba, about 5 meters tall, which is pretty big, that's 16 feet. Bears crimson flowers. Sounds to me like it's just a decorative tree or something. I think there's a few seeds in here that are just basically decoration, but not sure on that one at all. All right, now, what are these guys waiting for here? Oh, that's the amphora. Yeah, okay. Let's pot up some beef here. We have lots of beef. And, you know, we have chicken too, so. Okay. We also can do peaches and pears as well. But let's do the chicken for now. Well, it said 15 or 5 meters, which is 16 feet tall, so it sounds like a tree that flowers is what it sounded like from that description. Okay, I want to check here. Where's our leghorns here? Oh, so that does give us chicken meat. Mostly eggs, though. So we could probably even build a few more of those, right? Village preservist, and yeah, let's build 2 more each of those. Okay, so that was this one here. Okay, and I didn't build much in the way of roads down here, did I? Okay, what am I missing there? Over here. Okay, I should probably think of some more storage, maybe. Now these guys are honey. Well, why don't we let it run for a while and see what we've got extra of. Alright, this is our candy store. Very cool. Let's go honey and, no, let's go sugar and cherry. So we'll make some sugar cherry candies. Okay, cool. And why isn't there enough of you? You've got pottery and you've got duck meat. You don't have salt, okay? So it looks like we're not making enough salt at the moment. Okay. Now, where was our salt there? Why don't we do a couple of these here? Why don't we do that? And that, and build a bunch of houses up here. It's way over by the where the reeds and the rice and stuff are. There's 2 of them, but those are just the small ones, so we'll put 2 of those mines there. I was just trying to look for a place where we had some potential to expand our housing here. I'm not even looking at the housing stats anymore. Yeah, so let's do that there. There's the other 2 salt mines there. At least I think that's them. No, those are sand pits. Over here. Salt works there. But we're going to put a bunch of houses over here as well. You know, our iron is still not good, so I think this guy's going to have to be turned on. Could probably turn up the amount we're purchasing too. Okay, and we've got to add our rice farms in. 6 of them. And slam a few houses in while we're here. Okay, looks like we have tons of lumber now. Kind of running out of room here. And our tools are not great either. So I think we better turn these guys on. Okay, and I think more houses even. We added a lot of jobs there. Alright, let's let that play out and see what else is going on here. Now the problem with these guys being at their limit is that's going to limit the glassware too. I think we're going to have to bite the bullet here. Can always turn some of the lumber mills down if we have to. Okay. And I was starting to build fields over here. Fair enough. Okay. And our market built out of here. I'm gonna go 4 in this one. Okay, obviously a market built somewhere else too. Okay. Now we want to get some housing down here. Okay. So let's go dock housing. Actually works with the market okay there. So let's do that, and then let's extend out a little bit more here. And think about some more food production of some kind here. Keeping in mind we can't block the trade river here. Okay, we're still waiting for plum seeds here. I feel like we should go one more strawberry here. Maybe even 2 more strawberry. And let's put some long skinny fields in too. Alright, and storage is going to be required. Actually, since we're always seem to be running out of storage here, let's actually double this up. Okay, there's our additional clay shore houses there. Okay, let's get a road up there. And we better put another stockpile too. I think this is going to be a regular stockpile. And it's going to be a raw material one here. Okay. Alright, makes sense to me. I'm just going to leave it. One more person here. Alright, let's have a look up here. Yeah, I think those are exactly the same ones. I don't see any differences there at all. Easier to find menu, I guess. Okay, we've got a slowdown. We must have a plague of some kind. Yellow fever. Okay, the extra stuff built here. So this was drying shack. Okay, we've got dried poultry, dried meat. Oh yeah, beef jerky. So more beef jerky I think is fine. And we can smoke some mushrooms, okay? And you are on beef. And you're on chicken. Peaches, plums, pear. I think beef is the answer. And I think chicken is the answer. Okay, another shore house, and you are clay. Okay, now we got our farm trader here. Horses, sheep, and freezing cows. No thanks. Okay. Still waiting for that special order on the plum tree. Or plum seeds, I guess. Now we have a few fields we can add down here. So we went kind of strawberry crazy, so let's see what else we got here. I think more blueberries. They're making jam out of blueberries, and then what's the stuff we've recently bought? Cabbage here. And I think, yeah, why not pumpkin? No, peas, let's put peas in. I don't think we put many fields of those in. And the rest of them are orchards waiting for additional seeds. Now, why are you hungry? Alright, there's 838,000 food in stock. Do you think you could find a bite to eat somewhere? Like, seriously? I wonder if I trapped him on the dock down here. I bet you that's what happened here. Probably had him trapped out there somewhere. Yeah, of course you built the connecting one last. Nice, okay. Well, let's build out this away then. Watercress. Yeah, it's not bad production, but there is 2 people in there. Still, that's okay. How's our storage doing here? Yeah, lots of room left there. Okay. Well, what are we out of here? Let's see. Okay, we're definitely not making enough salt. Probably because I didn't pay any attention to these ones. Okay, let's fix that. I bought field onions, so I'm pretty sure. Well, let's just check here. Pretty sure I bought field onions here. Yeah, we got 5,300 onions in stock there. But you know, I never did anything with the domesticated animals either. We have 37 fiddleheads. Okay. And we have some haggis. Nothing like a little sheep stomach full of meat. Well, it doesn't look like anybody's eating the watercress. So we have a fair amount of wool. We could be making more wool coats here, I think. So where was our tailoring area here? It's over here, right? Okay. And we were using, what's it called? Tailoring Company. Yeah, I'm not... Every time I think I want to do something else, I find something else on this map to do, so... I think, because my back's been acting up again and stuff, I think what I'm going to do is when this pig timer goes off, I'll just end the stream and stuff. And then, tomorrow I'm bike riding for sure. I don't care what my back does. Friday I'm usually a golf day, but my back is so bad and golf is so terrible. So I may stream again Wednesday or Thursday. So I think next time we stream, let's see if we want to carry on with this one or start something else. Well, usually, I don't know. One of the things I like about this game, this mod, is there's always something to do, something that catches your attention. And it actually reminds me of work. Take your grandson to work, okay? Well, we could do some in the morning maybe, or later in the day or something. But think about it, if there's any... Probably what I'll do is, unless we can come up with a really gotcha map idea, I'll probably carry on with this one. What I am thinking about doing from a map is do one of the desert maps and play with that Spanish theme set. You know, maybe grow some palm trees, make some tequila, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. How much time here? We got a little bit of time left, I think. Oh, no, it's about to go off. We are 1 minute away. But, tell you the truth, I could probably do a couple more hours on this. I thought I was a bit bored, but there's stuff to do. It's amazing to me our food has never fallen below 800,000. So let's do a bit of an end of episode thing here. 2,387. Yeah, we probably got 2 or 3 more hours left before it bogs down. Our food graph is starting to decline slightly. And we certainly have a lot of stuff in stock though. But look how much ale we got, wow. And 345,000 bananas. Where are we trading ale here? Let's trade more ale. So I think we can, we'll make a bunch of wool coats and we'll stop trading so much firewood. I think is the way to go here. There's our other salt mine. Okay, so that, yeah, that's what I was just thinking too. But I kind of did one of everything out of the here. You know what we could do though is we could put in some tin and see if we can do like fruit tinning maybe. It's probably not a bad idea anything. Oh, no, that's a good idea. Okay, we've got all this rice going in. Yeah, we could build a couple of mills and see what kind of breads we can make. That's a decent idea. I like that. Okay. Now the mills work with this set here. Or I should say are a part of that set. So why don't we put a few of those in over here. Nope, a sawmill is not what I wanted here. This guy here is what I wanted. Oh, this is the one that had the weird gap I was talking to Marie about. Okay. Well, let's at least put 2 of those in. And we'll make a little flower there. Yeah, I don't actually know how many fields up we have. We bought the seed. And that was to compensate from the fact that it's coming out of those small fields, but yeah, we don't actually have a lot. But we are building more fields and stuff, so that's a thing too. Like we got a lot more agricultural area down here before we hit the mountains. And we could throw this on wheat here. So that's definitely a thing. Oh, yeah, okay, that's what I did wrong there. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix all that. That will never do. I knew something was off there. Okay, so that means this field here actually has to stop working. Okay, and that has to come out, and that has to come out. Okay. And I'm gonna build a road there. Storage there. Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we'll clean this stuff up. And okay, the pig timer would have gone off, except I shut it off there. So I think we're gonna end the episode here. Okay, why do we have question marks here? Okay, let's straighten that out next time. Alright, so what did we say we had? We have almost 2,400 people. Doing okay.